What up? So we just made it to the Kei Truck meet. We got everybody lined up, and this is my first time seeing a Pajero Junior at that. So this is the one with the bigger motor, and I like it. I love the wide fenders. I love the color, honestly, too. A nice little olive. It's an auto, which I don't mind, but like I've been saying in the last couple of videos, I want to get either a K car or one of these next. I don't know if it's going to be a Junior or a Mini or whatever the case may be, but just a Jeep in general. Then we have a mini cab. I've never actually seen someone own one of these. I believe it's for sale too. Mitsubishi gang. And then we have a Acti Honda. It comes with this Bentley in the back, so you get a 2-for-1. Pretty nice. 4-wheel drive. Beautiful Subaru. You guys know I want one of these, and it has a big screen. You know I'm a sucker for technology. AC, really nice, has that classic look to it. Love those headlights too. It's a DS. Not crazy about not having a back window. I don't know if that's removable, but I really like this. Shout out to you, Market Japan. Then we have the Suzuki we've seen before. This is the one that's fully done up. Rear hitch, exhaust, rims. Got this back here, tints. Very clean. Another sandbar. I think this is Nathan's. Shout out to Nathan back there. We're gonna get a little video of him too. But 4-speed carry. Then we got Sal's, very, very clean. Look at the white comparison too. Like, look at this white right here. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but his has, I believe, like he said, like under 20,000 original kilometers. But you see how that white pops? Like, look at the other trucks. They're all white, but it's a little dull in comparison to his, which just looks brand new. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but here's a fire truck. Really nice. Got some scrum parts back here too. Would you guys ever get a fire truck? I think these are so cool. Daihatsu 5-speed. I actually drove this one before in a previous video. You click at the corner right now if you want to see it. So what I'm going to do now is ask people what made them buy a Kei Truck, how they get into Kei Trucks. This is going to be a part 2 of that series. You guys really like the last one. So first we're going to have... Let's start back here actually with the fire truck. So I'm here with Andy. This is his Daihatsu Hi-Jet fire truck, and I just want to know, how'd you get into Kei Trucks and what made you want to buy a fire truck?
During my many trips to Japan, I had seen them around and I had the opportunity to drive one. Absolutely.
A fire truck?
Not a fire truck.
A Kei Truck.
A regular Kei truck.
Okay.
Absolutely fell in love. I've owned muscle cars. I've owned restored police cars. I've owned cars from the 60s, 70s, 80s. Nothing was as much fun to drive as a Kei truck. I had to have one. And I'd always wanted a police car. They will not sell you a used police car.
From Japan?
From Japan. They shred them.
Wow.
Not available. The next best thing for me was a fire truck, and I never thought I'd find my dream fire truck, but I did. You know, we had put the feelers out to a couple of brokers. One called me and said, I found one with the pickup back that you want. And I said, let's get it. Let's do it. And we flew out to Wisconsin, took a look at it.
Oh, you got it from Wisconsin?
Got this guy from Wisconsin.
Wow.
I didn't drive it back, I shipped it.
Yeah.
But she's absolutely gorgeous. 2,408 miles on it when I got it, just under 5,000 kilometers. And drives like a dream, like a new truck. I highly recommend them to everybody.
Is there anything unique, like from fire truck to fire truck? Like, does this one have, I don't think I've seen them with this. Maybe I'm wrong.
Most of the fire trucks have this. This is the command light. This shows you what group it's for because of the large fire. Many trucks look the same. Which one's mine? This is Nishibanba Group, which is a division of the Shiga Fire Department. Okay. Another very unique feature of this truck, this pull on right here actually cuts the engine out and transfers all the power to a power takeoff, so you could run a very high powered piece of equipment off of it.
Oh, what they use for the hose maybe?
They use it mostly for a pump. They had an electric pump, and this one actually also came with a gasoline pump on it, which we keep in the garage because it's too much to carry around. Yeah. But other unique features is the headache rack is taken off on almost every fire truck and replaced with this all-in-one bench seat. If you can imagine having 2 firefighters crammed in there running to the fire. Wow. I personally couldn't. But and fire truck to fire truck, you'll see different rescue equipment. This is an Osaka Siren mini light bar. Some of them have full-size light bars. Almost all of them have spotlights. Just about every one of them has a fire extinguisher mounted on there. I apologize for the mess in the back of the truck.
Cool. I saw you have some scrum parts back here,
yeah,
carburetors.
I brought parts for guys who might need them because I know we're a community. It's hard to find
exactly.
them. And the other interesting thing that the fire trucks have that the other ones don't have is a lot of the other trucks will have a little notch cut out so you can, climb into the back of the truck. This one's got a giant one for like a firefighter's boot, like really well made and put on there. So that's kind of the features of the fire truck. But I absolutely adore her. And,
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
So what do these go out of commission? Like, how does one? Like, they don't still use this if I were to go to Japan, right?
They do still use these.
Oh, wow.
In Japan, the fire apparatus are on a planned obsolescence schedule. So when they get to be, if I'm not mistaken, 10 years old, they start to rotate them out of service.
Oh, okay.
Now, this thing only had, 3,000 miles, 2,000 miles on it when they sold it. But they were probably telling him, well, we're going to get you a newer truck with newer equipment, more updated. Remember, in Japan, it's very difficult to register an older vehicle because their inspection process costs roughly $2,000.
Wow.
And they'll fail you if you have a ding or a dent on your car. Everything has to be completely perfect working order, so they lend to go towards more modern vehicles. So with the planned obsolescence, out with the old and with the new, their loss, our gain.
And it didn't come with this, right? You put this?
No. The funny thing about this is I would give anything for a Japanese fire extinguisher. Some of the other guys who own these trucks, they were able to get their fire extinguisher.
Oh, wow.
They don't tend to let them get through the ports because they say they don't know what's in them and they could be smuggling things in them. I would take an empty one just to have it for the look.
Yeah.
But the guys that have them guard them very closely. When I'm in Japan, believe me, I'll be getting one and shipping it home.
Shipping it back home?
This is from a gentleman in a fire apparatus store. It's a British one off a tugboat that he happened to have, and he knew the dimensions would fit, so he gifted it to me.
Yeah, it fits perfectly.
Yeah, and the color's right, which I like too.
Yeah, perfect.
Not Japanese, but close enough for now.
No, I really love this.
Yeah,
thank you
very much.
So this is the homie Nathan. This is his 1994 Suzuki Carry that he actually got at Boiki, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I picked it up in May, actually.
And what made you want to get a Kei Truck?
Honestly, Jimmy Oaks, probably.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Oaks videos are crazy.
All of Amir's stuff, and I think just the practicality. I love Japanese cars, and always wanted something right-hand drive, and they're
it's like an
affordable.
introduction.
For sure. They're affordable. Parts, people think that parts are kind of hard to get. They're pretty readily available, especially now. You see we have all these here. I think the market's definitely growing for that stuff, and it's just super fun to work on. Everything's cheap for it. You pick up a new set of wheels.
Yeah, we were just talking about these wheels. So
yeah, they're from a 240 SX or S13. You can see, they're not perfect, but for I think I picked up the set for like $80. Threw on a set of used tires some little Toyo slicks.
Where'd you get the Suzuki center cap?
So I just ordered them on Amazon, actually. They were like 12
they fit
bucks.
Good.
Yeah, 54 millimeters. Just bend the tabs in a little bit and throw them right in. I'm gonna definitely post something on these on Facebook.
No, yeah, these are nice.
Make a little guide. They'll clean up nice, I think.
Yeah.
Some cool color or something.
Maybe, I did white on white and I really liked it.
Yeah, I think I might go for something like that also. But yeah, it's just like a fun little project. Everything's easy. I look at all this stuff and see it all as a project, fix everything out. I lucked out the interior on this thing. It actually only has, according to the dash, 27,000 kilometers, 17,000 miles. I drive it to school every day. I do have to say the one weirdest thing that I feel like people don't really talk about with these things is riding as a passenger.
Yeah.
Because the few times, my parents have driven it, you sit in the passenger seat, you look at the mirrors and everything, it's just it's very disorienting. I feel like that's something everyone talks about right-hand drive. They talk about the driver experience.
Yeah.
But definitely as a passenger, I'm sure you've been a passenger.
No, I've been a passenger. I've been a passenger with fucking crazy Amir driving.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Amir has scared me more times. Every time I go there, I feel like I'm gonna lose my life, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
Because he pushes these to the limits. But
and he also has an active van that's soon gonna be for sale.
Soon gonna be
I'll put a picture up right now. He'll send me a picture.
We'll send some pictures, get some info up on that. But that'll be for sale soon, getting some parts and stuff. But yeah.
So I'm here with Ralphie from Key Club Mini Trucks, and I want to just ask you what made you get into Kei Trucks? Because you're here with 2.5, kind of.
Right? I just, well, for starters, they're unique.
Yeah.
You're not going to find a lot of them on the road. You get thumbs up everywhere you go. I've driven everything from exotics to classic cars. and they get a lot of attention. But these, like, you get stopped everywhere you go.
Exactly.
2, they're reliable. They're very practical. Going to Home Depot on these is like a bunt. It's so much easier than even a regular pickup truck because the bed height is so low. 3, I love like Japanese stuff and right-hand drive vehicles. You take any passenger and you put them on the left and you drive in the United States and they lose it.
Yeah.
And it's also nice to be on the right. And then 4, bang for buck, like you really can't beat them. Like you're not spending a ton of money on these things. They're great on gas. They're super capable off-road. They're fun to drive and they're unique. I mean, if you can name another vehicle that does all those 4 things for roughly around $7,000-8,000, like give me a shout.
And these 2 are, you said, all the are for sale, you said, right?
These are all for sale, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We got that going for $7,500. This is going for about $6,500. And that's got 30,000 miles on it. That's gonna probably sell for like $7,500.
I want to learn a little more about this one since
Absolutely.
we're here.
So this is a cool car. This is a Pajero Junior. So they came up with a lot of different Pajeros in Japan. They had the
I was
Pajero.
looking at like minis.
Yeah, they have the Pajero Junior, and the Pajero Mini. The Pajero Junior and the Mini, people think is different vehicles. They're actually the same exact truck. The only difference is you get bumpers that are bigger, wider fenders, a wider rear bumper, and a bigger motor. So this has got a 1.1 liter in it as opposed to the 660 you get in the Mini. It's not a K. And believe it or not, to make the Mini a K, that's why they had us do the shorter bumpers, because they have to fit within certain like size dimensions.
Yeah.
But besides that, the cars are identical, same exact everything else.
Same interior, everything?
Everything the same, yeah. You can take a look at it. We got the car seat and a bunch of stuff in it. But
Yeah, no, I was already looking at it because I want to get one of these or I don't care. I just want to get a Jeep.
I
period.
have both.
Yeah, I want to get this or a Mini.
My Mini is a turbo Mini.
What is the other one? The Jimny.
The Jimny, yeah. So I have this Pajero Junior. I have a Pajero Mini that's turbo.
Is it
so
a
it's
huge
VR2.
difference with the engine?
The 1.1 liter and the turbo 660, I would say, is like roughly close to the same power.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but if you want the turbo car, you know, the turbo's tiny. It's like that big.
Yeah, it's like the cappuccino kind of, right?
Yeah, they're super tiny.
Yeah.
But they're cool cars. But I gotta say, I do like the wide body look of the Junior.
No, this is nice.
The flares are really nice.
Yeah.
Like,
I love the color too. It's like a nice like olive.
Very different, yeah.
And like it's a huge difference.
Yeah, it is a big difference. Because then the other one, like I said, is just straight down. Very skinny.
Just flat.
Yep.
Same interior, all that, right?
Same interior and everything, yeah. Well, the other one that I have is so this is VR2. The VR2 is like the better version. So the other one is a VR2, so you get like colored seats and slightly different things. You get like an off-road gauge that has like an altimeter.
Oh yeah. This one doesn't have that.
Pitch does not have it.
Okay.
No. Yeah. But they both have AC. The AC works in both of them, which is nice. You know, power door locks on the VR2 has
does it have like the central lock?
keyless? Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah. It has keyless locks, which is nice.
Wow,
like
really?
Entry, yeah.
What year is it?
This is they're both 96s.
Oh,
and they're also late 96s. So this is about the newest JDM vehicle you
these
import.
like have shocks back here too or something?
What do you mean?
Like shock instead of leaf springs?
I don't know actually. That's a good question.
Someone was telling me that you should get it after 95. They were telling me that it's much better.
Yeah. So I'll tell you right now, yeah, that has a strut there.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
so it's probably like a normal car?
It drives like a brand new car. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it drives
really It doesn't drive like, you know,
no,
leaf springs.
it's a little different.
Like,
no, it's not bumpy. No, it drives real nice.
Do you have more than this? You have like a whole fleet?
We have, we just have, right now, that is here landed, we have these two, and we have that, and a Pajero Mini Turbo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for right now.
And you're going to focus really on K's?
Yeah, yes and no. We do everything. So like,
are you going to get any cars, like Beats, Cappuccinos? Today's?
We were going to bring in a couple of Beats and Cappuccinos, but now we're kind of leaning more towards, like we're doing like Gloria, Cedrics,
like bigger.
that kind of stuff. But a lot of the stuff that we do is like order based. So like, if you want something, we'll bring it in for you.
Yeah.
And we'll pretty much price match anybody that's doing the same thing. We're very fair. We're all about like, you know.
I'll put your website, whatever, right here.
Absolutely. Yeah, Kei Truck Mini Trucks. Yeah,
Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, I always help out.
Yeah.
I mean,
shout out to WayBeforeTheFame.
Thank you.
This guy's the best.
Yeah, thank you. Man. Appreciate
it.
You
good, bro.
So I'm here with Brandon with the MKT 94 DS van right here. And I want to just ask you, how'd you get into Kei Trucks, Kei vans, and Kei cars in general?
Strictly just my own personal interest. Thinking that Kei vehicles are awesome. Always wanted one. Found an excuse to convince the wife that it was the right move to make. And once I bought one, I was hooked. It was very easy. And then I got involved in selling the parts of the cars.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people probably already know who you are.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're doing, you know, they're happy with our customer service.
Yeah, but this one is really nice. I love the screen. I'm all into tech.
So the screen is just an Android aftermarket 10.1 inch.
It fits nice. I mean, it sticks out a little bit.
Took a little custom mounting to fit it, but it does sit flush. But it would never sit inside of the stock setting.
Yeah.
So considering. It sits pretty well. There's no real glare on it the way the angle is.
And this is permanently, right? This doesn't ever become a window.
Correct. They did make models of the Sandbar that do have glass back windows.
Yeah.
Not on the Classics. The Classics always have.
So this is how, no, this is factory how it looks?
This is factory. This is a factory
okay, cool.
Classic. The other ones are not Classics.
That's like the VW conversion, right?
It's not a conversion,
But
they do have a VW following that has a V point on it, and would just have 2 circles, and they're VW replicas.
And they take it from this, right?
They would take it probably from
Not
this
from the other one.
No, it's actually not even from either. They would take it from either. It's just basically a front clip that they make out of fiberglass.
All right, cool.
And they kind of create, there's a big following for that as well.
All right, cool.
But this is a Sandbar Diaz Classic. Obviously they have the non-classic, they have glass roof models.
Yeah.
This one, the Diaz Classic, did not come with a glass roof. It did not come with the other front.
Same motor.
Same. Well, the other ones have a supercharged option.
Yeah.
This is just a naturally aspirated model.
It's really clean though. Very nice.
This has a little something different. Where you can put the bar, the luggage bar, or the kids cage, whatever you want to call it. You can put the luggage bar up. And then I won't go through the full motion.
Oh,
but that
I was
screws
wondering
into
where
there.
we're going with this. This is nice.
So it's very interesting. It does limit how far back your seats are going to go.
Yeah.
So there's actually no function other than just being cool at this point.
Yeah.
And obviously I added in these seat belts because they did not have seat belts.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, wow.
So that's
was
just
that a hard thing to do?
No. So it was just, I popped off these covers.
I didn't even realize you had seatbelts.
Popped off the covers. We found there was a hole that was not going to interfere with any of the function, and then basically just drilled the hole a little bit wider, put some grade 8 bolts in there, put the factory covers back on to try to retain the factory look of it, and they function properly.
No, it looks really good.
You can see that the seats still do everything they're supposed to do. They fold forward, they fold back in, so there's no issues with it functionality wise.
And you were telling me you daily drive this basically, so that's very cool.
So yeah, between this, the Pajero, and a Bravo, I pretty much daily drive these. Obviously, maintenance is key to daily driving with any of these.
Which one do you like more between this and the Bravo?
For different reasons. I like the Classic because it turns heads more. And plus, I got some LED lights in it, so it's fun at night. But the Bravo with the mid-engine, it may have a little bit better handling.
Oh, I didn't even think about handling when it came to these.
It's a little bit better on the handling on the turns because of the way the weight distribution is. This has a 4-wheel drive push button with an extra low gear, which is kind of cool. Whereas the Bravo is, full time. So it's, some differences, but this is better on gas mileage. This one turns more heads. The Bravo is not as good on gas mileage. Probably more functional overall because of the full-time all-wheel drive. It's got power steering. This does not. So.
All right. So which one? You gotta spill the beans. If you had to get rid of one. You already sold the Bravo. So I guess I guess the Sandbar one. Sandbar one.
I like them all. That's why I always have more than one here.
Yeah.
Everybody's got different tastes, and luckily for me, I get to test drive them and make sure that they're reliable before they get sold to a customer, and do all the maintenance on them. This way they're all right. But I'm lucky in that sense where I get to play with them all. There's a great group online, Sandbar Squad and Sandbar USA. So there's tons of resources for the Sandbar.
I was showing this too earlier.
Yeah, there's tons of resources online for the Sandbars, especially for the vans at the Sandbar Squad. There's a couple great experts out there on that group.
And they still pop the engine the same way?
Yes.
As the Kei Trucks? Oh wow, super easy.
And then obviously you have access under here to get to the top of the engine.
That is super easy.
It's pretty much the Sandbar in a nutshell.
Yeah. So I'm gonna end this video here. Very cool turnout. Hopefully the audio is good. I don't know if it's good because there's trains passing by. We're right near the highway. I didn't bring my external mic, but hopefully you guys can hear me pretty good. I'm going to now go over some more cars. It is still Sunday, by the way. This is video 2. You're most likely watching this on Monday. I am now about to make Tuesday's video. Catch you guys on the next one. Shout out to everybody that came through. Kei Truck community is growing.
It's fucking sick, bro. I love it.